Hey, it's Jason. So here's the thing, I was not planning on doing a review on the DJI Mini 4 Pro. Yes, I did purchase one for the work that I do on this channel, but I don't usually review camera gear and I've never reviewed a drone before. Not only that, this is the first drone that I've ever had or experienced, so I wasn't even sure what to expect, hence why it was not on my list of items to cover on JSL Review. And yet, here I am going kinda out of my way to put this video together. Why, you may ask? Dude, this thing is pretty incredible. I brought the Mini 4 Pro with me to a recent trip to Asia to essentially learn how to use it, and I was blown away not only at how easy it was to operate, but also by the results this tiny drone was able to produce. There was a time where getting this level of footage from a drone required bulky and very expensive hardware and a lot of flying experience, hence why I was pretty anxious about getting used to this thing, but that really isn't the case if you have this drone. And yes, I'm aware that I'm kind of late to the party, but today I thought I'd do a quick 2025 review of the DJI Mini 4 Pro as a certified drone noob, all in an effort to help you decide if it's the right drone for you. But before we get into it, a real quick plug for the JSL newsletter. I send subscribers out a brand new full-res wallpaper every single week, as well as links to really good tech deals and fun articles written by yours truly. It's totally free. The link to subscribe will be in the description down below. Okay, the first thing that I want to talk about is the physical design of the Mini 4 Pro. It's a way more important component of the user experience that you may think. So to put it simply, this drone really lives up to its Mini title, as this thing is tiny. With dimensions like these, not only was it a lot smaller than what I expected, no lie, it kind of looked more like a toy than a serious piece of camera equipment. When folded up, it's seriously the size of a portable power bank, making this extremely easy to carry around with you. I remember back in the day, drones that could actually shoot high quality video didn't even fold up. They needed a dedicated travel case that was super bulky, so the fact that this can quickly and easily fold down to a size where you can easily put it into a backpack makes this so much more likely that you're actually going to use the thing. Moreover, the Mini 4 Pro is crazy lightweight, coming in at under 249 grams. This is an important figure as many of the FAA regulations around flying drones won't require you to register or get a license for your drone if it's under this weight. And again, this makes it way more comfortable for users to take the drone out with them on their trips, and way more likely that it'll be used rather than collect dust on a shelf. Now, before we get into the next part of the video, random question, have you ever heard of using the veins in your palm to open your front door? It sounds like science fiction, but that's exactly what my smart door lock could do. This is the Vino Smart Lock made by today's video sponsor, Lockin. Lockin uses their revolutionary touchless Vino Key Palm Vein Unlock biometric security system, which not only allows users to unlock their door in a blazing fast 0.17 seconds, but is ultra secure as it relies on unique subdermal vein patterns, which is extremely difficult to replicate. You can see when I set mine up, it was super easy and quick to register my wife's palm. You can register your whole family's in a matter of minutes, and it seriously is near instant when it comes to authentication. This is super convenient when you have your hands full of groceries or something. A quick palm scan is way easier than trying to fumble keys out of your pocket. You can also register your fingerprint as a backup or use a numeric passcode of your choosing. The Lockin has built-in Wi-Fi as well for easy remote access, no need for an extra hub or anything like that, and it works with Alexa, Google, and Apple HomeKit. But my favorite thing about this lock is that it has a long-lasting rechargeable battery. It can last up to 7 months on a full charge and can be charged via USB Type-C. There's also a solar panel that you can purchase separately that plugs into the bottom of the lock here, and it makes it so you never have to charge the unit yourself. This and the lock itself are super durable and resistant to rain, sunlight, and all other tough weather conditions, and this was super easy to install. They give you a really easy to follow quick startup guide. I had this thing up and operational in around 15 minutes. So if you want to learn more about Lockin and the incredible smart locks that they offer, use the link that's in the description down below. Get the convenience and home safety that you deserve. Check out Lockin today. So when it comes to ports on the Mini 4 Pro, you have a USB Type-C port over here that can be used to charge the drone's battery. The battery is removable and swappable, and if you do plan on flying a lot, you can buy this portable battery case and charger, which is actually pretty convenient. You also have a micro SD card slot over here where you can have the video file saved to. It does have 2 GB of internal storage, but I highly recommend getting your own SD card. Now up at the front of the drone, you have the single camera that's integrated onto a gimbal. The Mini 4 Pro's camera is equipped with a 1/1/3 48 megapixel CMOS sensor with a locked aperture of f1.7, and you can remove the front lens cover and attach ND filters like the one I have here. Now, the last thing about the physical design that's actually super important to this drone are these sensors that they have basically all around the Mini 4 Pro's body. This drone has DJI's omnidirectional crash detection system, where these sensors not only detect obstacles in your flight path, but you can also program the drone to either stop before hitting something, or you can have it automatically move out of the way to avoid the obstacle. This gives newbies like me so much more peace of mind when I'm flying this thing. Now, keep in mind, it's not going to be able to detect everything, especially things like thin branches, so you're still going to want to be vigilant, but having this system on a tiny drone like this is super convenient. Now, speaking of flying the drone, I personally have been using the basic RC-N1 controller that basically uses your phone and the DJI Fly app to control the Mini 4 Pro. Yes, everyone says using the dedicated RC-N2 controller is a lot better, which I don't doubt, but from my experience, using my phone hasn't been that bad, and I've been surprised at how easy it's been to use. Once the drone and the controller are powered on, all you have to do is press the takeoff button, and within seconds the drone is in the air. You get a ton of data around your signal strength and any potential obstacles that are in your flight path, and the controls are responsive and easy to get used to. Now, I will say, due to its size, it does struggle a bit in high wind situations, but I've never experienced a situation in which I couldn't fly, and because of the gimbal, the footage stays quite stable even in high wind situations. One of the most useful features this drone has is the return to home function. Once you start flying the Mini 4 Pro, the drone automatically updates the home point by using the location of the controller, so when you're done flying, all you have to do is press the return to home button, and not only does it fly back all on its own, you get this really nice augmented flight path visual, so you have a much better understanding of where your drone is throughout the entire flight home. And once it gets to the home point location, the Mini 4 Pro will descend on its own until it safely lands and automatically turns off. It truly couldn't be easier. So I can't stress enough how easy it's been using the Mini 4 Pro. Again, something I'm shocked at considering that I've never flown a drone before, and when you pair in how amazing the footage is coming out of the camera, you seriously have a home run. The 4K video that you're able to get out of this tiny drone is truly incredible. It far exceeded my expectations, and again, DJI has made it super easy to get some pro-looking footage. You can shoot in 4K resolution in HDR at up to 60 frames per second, and super slow-mo in 4K at 100 frames per second or 200 frames per second in 1080p. You can also manually control the aperture, shutter speed, and ISO to best fit the environment that you're shooting in, and the preview that you're able to get off your phone is actually pretty solid. Plus, the Mini 4 Pro has an extremely useful feature in it that it can rotate the camera 180 degrees to shoot vertical footage. This is huge for content creators who shoot mainly in this aspect ratio, and because it's actually flipping the camera around, you get the full 4K resolution when recording this way, not some cropped in version that other drones try and pass off. Now, one of the main reasons why the video can look as good as this is because the Mini 4 Pro can shoot in 10-bit D-Log-M, DJI's color profile that's as close to a log profile as you're gonna get, allowing for much more latitude to color correct in post. Having 10-bit color depth that you can easily grade can allow for some phenomenal footage that really lives up to the Pro moniker, especially when you add in some really smart software features to take your video to the next level. For example, the Mini 4 Pro is able to quickly and accurately track a subject. All you have to do is put a box around who you want to track on your screen and then select the type of tracking that you want the drone to do. Active Track will follow the subject at the set horizon and distance of when you initiate the tracking capability. Super nice, as the tracking is really precise and doesn't get confused even with a lot of people in the frame. You can also use DJI's point of interest tracking to have the Mini 4 Pro do an orbit around the subject while maintaining a consistent distance and altitude, creating a super cinematic shot that normally would require a trained drone flyer to execute. You would swear that I knew what I was doing by looking at this footage, but seriously, the Mini 4 Pro is doing all the work automatically, and it's pretty awesome that it takes just seconds to set up and execute. And that brings me to my overall thoughts on the DJI Mini 4 Pro. I mean, I really don't know what else to say. This thing has been so surprisingly great, and I feel as though DJI really hit the nail on the head with this one. I mean, they made a drone that eliminated so much of the friction with its compact size and weight, and has made it incredibly easy to fly even for those with zero experience. Now, you would think the concession would be video quality, but no, the quality is so freaking good, it's almost shocking, and again, DJI has made getting this footage super easy to do. It's rare to have a device be described as easy to use and high performing, but the Mini 4 Pro really is the perfect example of that, and I really couldn't be happier with the results. Now, I'm not gonna pretend that this thing is cheap. It is expensive and honestly kind of hard to find in stock, but let me know what you guys think about the Mini 4 Pro. Are you a super fan like me? Or do you think it's not worth it? Curious to get your thoughts, let me know what you guys are thinking in the comments down below. And in case you guys missed my review of the iPhone 16e and the Pixel 9a, definitely check them out here, you're not gonna wanna miss it.